Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, what are we learning today? Today, we will be learning more about the house that we live in. How does that house help us? How should we keep our house clean? Why do we actually need a house? The houses of the animals, the houses which are temporary, the houses which are permanent. So, all about the houses and how different places have different houses according to their region. So, shall we start? All right. So, we all need a house. Our house is our shelter. So, why do we need a house? We need a house to, of course, live in it, but also our house protect us from harsh weather like extreme cold, extreme rain, summers, the hot weather, from wild animals, from thieves. So it protects us from all these things. Our house is our shelter. We all need a house to live in. Our house protects us from all kinds of dangers. It saves us from heat, cold, rain, storm, thief, animals, etc. We feel safe and protected when we are in our house. So, what are the types of houses? The houses, we can say they are mainly of two types. Okay, the houses which are not very strong, which are made of the material which are not very durable, like mud, bamboo sticks, straw, hay, leaves, all these kind of material which are not very strong, which can get broken if any heavy storm comes, which whenever any heavy rainfall comes. So these houses can easily break, and that is why they are called kacha houses. They are called kacha houses. Then there are kind of houses which are made of such material which are durable materials, which are strong materials like brick, cement, iron rods, wood, glass, steel. So when a house is made up of all these things, the house becomes very strong and it is not easily breakable. It can withstand strong winds, it can withstand some harsh weathers, and thus these kind of houses are called pakka houses. So shall we read? There are different types of houses around us. The main two types of houses are kacha house and a pakka house. So this is a kacha house. See how is it made? It is made up of hay, mud, bamboo sticks. And then there is a pakka house which is made up of wood, glass, cement, iron rods. You know what? That early men, they used to live either on trees or in caves just like animals, and then gradually they learned how to grow food. And when they when they knew how to grow food, so along with their fields they started building houses for them. Now what is a kacha house? The kacha house is mainly found in villages, and a kacha house is made up of straw, mud and wood, and kacha house is not very strong. Then pakka house is strong and it is made up of bricks, stone, cement and wood. They are stronger and safer than kacha house. Different types of houses are found in different places. So when we are in hilly region and when the weather becomes very cold and it starts snowing, so the roofs of the houses that are built are slopy, that are slanting roofs. Why? That when the rain comes, when the snowfall also comes, it slips down the terrace, it slips down the roof and it does not accumulate on the house and spoil it. The hilly areas have houses with sloping roofs. These roofs slide off the rainwater and snow and save the house. Now, the places where there is a lot of rain, and the rainwater gets accumulated on the ground, at those kind of places, the houses are built on the stilt, that is on the bamboo sticks or on the rods, so that the house is saved from the water which is being accumulated, and the rainwater does not enter the house. So in the area where it rains a lot, people live in stilt houses. These houses are made on long poles which raise the house from the land, and this helps in keeping rainwater out of the house. Now, in deserts, what happen? That in deserts, the roof is made up of dried leaves, and such roofs are called thatched roofs, and it keeps the houses cool from inside, and it is very important to keep the house cool from inside because desert is a very hot area. Then in the colder regions where there is so much of ice and there is so much of snow, like North Pole and South Pole, people build their houses with snow only, and these special houses are called igloos. So igloos are the houses made up of snow. It keeps the house warm in snow covered areas. Now, there are some houses which are moving from one place to another. How interesting is that? For example, when a house is built on a boat, it has all the rooms. It has dining room, it has kitchen, it has living room, and this kind of house which is built on boat is called houseboat. Okay, so some houses always float on water. They are called houseboats. Houseboats have different rooms like kitchen, bathroom, etc., all inside the boat. And these houses are found in Kashmir and Kerala. So in India, where are these kind of houseboats are found? These are found in Kerala and Kashmir. Then there are some temporary houses. Why are they called temporary houses? Because they can be carried from one place to another, like a caravan or a tent house. So caravan is houses on wheel. A caravan looks like this. Then in plains, like the areas where we are living, the plains, on the plains where neither there is a desert nor there are hills, neither there are a lot of beach area. So plain, in the plain areas on land, what kind of houses are made? Bungalows, buildings, a multi-story apartment, a single-story apartment, and these are made up of these are mainly pakka houses. So in plains, different types of houses are found. They can be apartments, bungalows, and mud houses. So this is all about the types of houses and the regions they are found in. Now, when we have a beautiful house, it is our duty to keep it clean. So it is our duty to keep it clean. Why? Because we are living in that house. How can we keep our house clean? By mopping it daily, by brooming it daily, by keeping the dustbins covered, by throwing the garbage in the dustbin only, by having a lot of windows, sufficient windows and doors in the houses so that fresh air and sunlight can come in the house. You know what? Sunlight is a natural disinfectant. It kills the germs. The sunlight, it kills the germs, and that's why our house should be airy. It should have a lot of windows and doors so that sunlight and air can get in. Also, we should not let the drains of our house to be clogged. It can cause a lot of germs. Okay, so let's read that how can we keep our house clean and healthy. Our house is our world. We should keep it neat and clean. Only a clean house can be a healthy house. A healthy house is a house where we have windows and ventilation for air. It should get proper sunlight during the day to keep it away from infections or germs. The windows and the doors should have wire netting so that flies and mosquitoes do not enter the house. So, in our house, there is a door, okay, and that door should not be fully covered. It should have a net on it. Why? Through this net, air would enter inside and mosquitoes and flies will remain outside. It will get clean air and sunlight in the house, but no insects will enter the house because of these kind of doors. We should sweep and mop our house daily to keep our house clean. Use doormats to clean your shoes before entering the house. So before we enter our house, we should clean our shoes, or we should try to remove the shoes outside the room only. Throw the garbage only in the covered dustbin and keep the dustbins clean. Keep on removing cobwebs from the roofs and walls regularly. So what are cobwebs? The spider webs. So when there are spider webs in your house, keep on cleaning them. And it is very important to keep the house clean. It keeps diseases away. A neat house looks good and nice to live in. Now these are some pictures of the items that helps us to clean our house, like a mop, a dustpan, a broom, a toilet cleaner, any detergent also. Now please write, why should a house have doors and windows? A house should have doors and windows for sufficient air to enter, for ventilation, and sunlight for keeping, because sunlight is natural disinfectant. It kills the germs and keeps the house infection free. How does sunlight in the house helps in keeping the house healthy? I just now told you that sunlight is natural disinfectant. It kills the germs and keeps the house germ free. Now, just like human beings, animals also need shelter. There are different houses built for the animals. Some of the animals in the wild, in the forest, they make their own shelter. But the pet animals that we have kept for ourselves, we need to make a shelter for them to, again, why do animals need shelter? Just like human beings, they need to be protected from heat, cold, rain, other wild animals, right? And to live in it. Animals too need shelter to save them from heat, cold, rain, etc. Animals living in forests take a shelter in their natural surroundings. Monkeys lives on trees, lions lives in den, bears live in caves, and apes live in logging or nest. Birds make their nest, and some birds build beautiful nest. Ants make an anthill, and many ants live together in it. So these are the names of the houses that animals naturally build for them in their surroundings. Now, domestic animals and pets have special shelters made for them. So, in wild, a lion lives in a den, a bear lives in a cave, an ant makes its own anthill, and bird lives in a nest. A bee makes its beehive. But when we domesticate the animals, we built a coop for the hen, a shed for the cow, a stable for the horse, and a kennel for the dog. Okay? Now, these are the keywords that we learned in today's lesson. Kacha house, house made of straw, mud, and wood. A pakka house, the house made of brick, stone, cement, and wood. A temporary house, a house that can move from one place to another. A caravan is a temporary house on wheels. Also remember that we all need a house to save us from heat, cold, rain, and other dangers. A house can be a kacha house or a pakka house. A kacha house is made up of mud, straw, wood, and has a thatched roof. A pakka house is made up of stone, brick, cement, iron and wood. Different places have different types of houses. Animals also need shelter to live and for safety from outer dangers. Now let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned till now. You have to choose the correct option. This is a temporary house, a houseboat. Our house saves us from heat, cold and water. What makes a house a healthy house? Doors and windows. A house made of snow and ice is called an igloo. This is a kacha house. A houseboat is a kacha house. A hut is also a kacha house actually. Now let's fill in the blanks. Dash and dash are temporary houses. Caravan, tent. The people living in snow-covered areas build house of ice and snow called igloo. A hut has a roof made of dried plants and leaves called a thatched roof. The opening in the wall of the air and sunlight is called a window. Areas with a lot of rain have stilt houses that save from rainwater coming in their houses. Now, there are some pictures of the houses given over here. You have to name the following. This is a single story building or an apartment. This is a den of a lion. This is a caravan house on wheels. And this is a multi-story apartment. Now you have to answer these questions yourself in your notebook. We can discuss over here written short. Why do we need a house? We need a house to live in it and to protect ourselves from rain, cold, snow and other dangers like thieves and wild animals. Why are caravans and houseboats are called temporary houses? Because they move from one place to another. What is the difference between a kacha house and a pakka house? Kacha house is a temporary house and it is a weak house. It is found in villages and is made up of bamboo sticks, wood, thatched roof, mud, hay. A pakka house is a strong house mainly found in towns and cities. They are strong houses, they are permanent houses and they are made up of brick, stone, iron rods, steel, glass, etc. Which house is strong? A kacha or a pakka house? Pakka house is strong because it is made up of brick, stones, cement, iron rods, steel, wood, glass, etc. What kind of houses are found in hilly regions and why? In hilly regions, houses are made with sloping roof so that rain, water and snow can slip down from the house and the house is being protected from snow and water. Now, these are some fun-based questions that you can do yourself with your family, with your friends and have fun with the chapter. Like, you can find the names and the pictures of the temporary houses and paste them in your scrapbook. Also, there is a picture given over here and this picture is of Raman's house. And Raman's family is very often falling sick. They're also having a lot of breathing problems. Why do you think that this is happening? So I think the house is very dirty. The dustbin is right there in the room and that is also uncovered and the all the garbage is getting out of the dustbin. There are no windows in the room through which there is no ventilation which is there. The food lying over here is uncovered and the uncovered food is it comes in directly contact with the germs, and that is why they are falling sick, they are having breathing problems. So what should they do? They should exactly do the opposite of what is happening here. They should keep the dustbin separately, that too covered. Also, they should eat food which is not uncovered. They should eat the food fresh and covered. They should get a window made in their room for the ventilation. Also, they should keep their room clean. So, we must look after our house and keep it clean. There's an activity by which you can make a dustbin out of the ice cream sticks or the popsicle sticks, and there are the steps given over here. You can follow them and make your own trash bin for the paper or the stationery items which are no longer in use, and you can use this trash bin for the same. That's all for today. I hope you have learned a lot about the types of houses, why do we need it, and which place has which kind of house. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.